This is a story with many facets.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the Jody and Scott Show.
Hey! What's going on? It's the Jody and Scott Show. You can find us at jodyandscottshow.com. Twitter, Jody and Scott. I think we have a Facebook page and stuff.
We do have one of those. We put stuff on it sometimes, yeah.
Oh, God, Scott. I don't know.
Jody, I have a prediction to make. This is going to be a hot-ass show. I'll tell you why. I mean, there's so much shit to get to. I know I always say that, but I mean it this time.
This is a show that if it was a girl, it would have a pretty hot ass.
Fake tits.
Normal tits, but a hot ass. You know what I mean?
It's not about a big C.
And maybe like a little bit of a gut, like not a big one, right?
Yeah,
like a nice.
But when she sucks in, she looks hot as hell.
Right, exactly. But she has to try. Otherwise,
hands it under her belt, you know.
God.
Jody, we have a couple big guests tonight. Real quick, we have big guests, booking big guests all over the place. Ping from Local 6 here in Orlando is going to be live on the show with us, talking about old Arnie Palmer. What a legend we lost, huh? What a man.
Ping is I guess Ping has come into his deal since I've left Orlando. I'm not familiar with Ping. He's big on the Orlando sports scene, huh?
He's a big dude. I don't know I've never seen him in person, but he's a big dude when it comes to sports guys locally on TV. Nice. And of course, we have Doc Ice, the one and only guy that came on the Feldman performance on the Today Show. The rapper guy. This guy is probably the biggest celebrity in the world.
I gotta tell you, this is exciting because I think everybody, when they watched the Feldman performance, wanted to know who the rapper was. Like, who is that guy? What's his story? Where did he come from?
The guy that said, twerk, Corey, twerk. That guy.
Well, we're going to find out what his deal is and chat with him here in just a little while. So that'll be fun.
We're going to do an hour-long, long-form interview with Doc Ice. It's going to be good.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Put your seatbelt on, all right?
I got to tell you, I feel worn out from the debate last night. All day today.
I noticed that, dude.
All day today, I have felt like a distinct like a hangover from that debate.
You said you were sweating. You were. I think you actually started jerking off at some point to get it out of your head. But
at no point did I masturbate during the debate. But I mean, I honestly felt actual anxiety before it started. I don't know why.
You were so scared Trump was going to do a good job, Jody. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Like there was a part of me that thought maybe this guy's going to come out, because obviously going into this debate, Donald Trump had extraordinary momentum. I mean, it completely erased Hillary Clinton's lead in all of the polls, basically evened up the entire race. And
Biff Tannen was going to be our next president. It was going to be great.
And going into this debate, if he had come in there and kicked ass, and if he had come across as presidential and intelligent and somebody that had a grasp of what's going on in the world, I think that he could have basically knocked her out right there and guaranteed winning the presidency.
And that's what you were nervous about, Jody. You were nervous that Donald Trump was going to be running our country's finger on the nukes, orange fat little finger on the nukes. That's what you were sweating about, dude.
It makes me sweat right now.
It might not happen. After that horrible performance, it might not happen.
It's like you get to hit the continue button in a video game. You know, you get killed and you're down a life, but you can still continue. And so now we have a little while, I guess, until the next debate to hope he doesn't do very well, I guess, because I feel like there's a
By the way, I'm going to skip the vice presidents. That seems like a nap about to happen. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to sit through these two stepdads, argue? I don't think so.
I mean, could you imagine how incredibly boring that must be? I mean, actually...
Oh, is this the vice president debate?
Actually, you know what? If you put on the vice president debate along with some nice, relaxing music and maybe Drew a hot bath.
That's not Sting.
No, this isn't Sting. What
do you think?
It is Sting, isn't it? Is it Sting? Who sings this?
Yeah, he got into this phase where he was doing this tantric sex, where he just banged for 19 hours, right?
Is that when he wrote Fields of Gold? Is this about
tantric?
Is this song about tantric sex?
By the way, Jody, I have a big story. I'm going to get deep inside your sex life later. Get excited about that.
I have absolutely no interest.
Let's get excited about that.
In you getting into my sex life in any way.
I'm going to have to get some drugs for this vice president debate. You know
I think I'll be passing on the vice presidential debate as well. So should we listen to some of the clips about
Let's hear a little bit of it. I already went through it once. It's going to be tough to listen to again. You know what I mean?
But of course, I guess maybe the biggest star of the night was.
We'll be talking about that later. But we have to stop
sniff,
our
right?
job. They're going to Mexico. So many hundreds and hundreds of companies are doing this. I'm going to
start doing that, Jody. I'm going to say something cool like, hey, I'm going to go out for drinks and get blacked out drunk tonight. You know, I'm going to start sniffing after I say cool things.
Just every time.
Right. Like, hey, hang out with me later, honey?
How many times?
Hey, mama.
How many times? I'm sure somebody counted. Maybe I should have looked this up before the show started, but I wonder what the number is. How many times he...
Did you count?
All right, let's
do a little bit of show prep, Jody.
I'm going to Google it. Hold on. How many times...
1, 2, hold on. I'll just count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was that a sniff? I can't tell. Sniff.
Debate.
That was more like a cough.
Enter.
How many sniffs?
Trump sniffles. Did anybody count
ask a girl out, I'm going to sniff after. Hey, want to bang me? You know what I mean? It sounds like a classy move.
I can't find a
Sniffing
number.
never ends.
I can't find a number. Oh, it's disgusting.
By the way, Jody, he also drank a hell of a lot of water. He was sucking down that water like he was in a desert.
You know, he was the one that was talking all the junk about I guess Hillary and her ability to stand for 90 minutes, and he's the one sucking down water. I don't think she even touched a bottle of water.
Out of a canteen.
She was like a dead-eyed political cyborg that was just absolutely hell-bent on destroying Donald Trump with...
he was drinking all that water, Jody, and then he said he was... Ice actually endorsed him. What's Ice?
Ice. Do you really not know what that is? Do you think... did you think he was being endorsed...
Water?
Did you think he was being endorsed by the solid form of water, Scott?
Ice is a big deal. Everybody has some.
Everyone likes it. I got some in my cup right now.
What would you do without ice? I thought that was a big endorsement. So what is Ice?
Are you serious? I thought you were kidding. Are you serious?
I figured ICE has to say something about the election. You know?
It's immigration enforcement. It's the agency that would be the most excited about mass deportations of Muslims or Mexicans because they would have a lot to do then, and they would be excited about it. I guess I don't know.
I wish I had some ice in my water right now.
Also, I thought one of the best clips of the night was Donald Trump talking about cyber. Does it creep you out at all?
Like the internet? Like Al Gore invented that.
Like when Donald Trump says the word cyber, like it makes me. It has the exact same effect.
He's referring to like the computers and the internet, right? Is that what he's talking about? Like iPads?
Yeah. When he talks about cyber, he's talking about cyber defense. Securing the nation's IT infrastructure and all that. But it has cyber. It has the same effect on me as like when you say the word "cum." Like I don't know why.
Oh God, that's disgusting, Jody. Why would you say that word?
I just find it to be awful.
So we have to get very, very tough on cyber and cyber warfare. It is a huge problem. I have a son. He's 10 years old. He has computers. He is so good with these computers. It's unbelievable.
This kid.
What do you think he's trying to say here? This is
he's very good with computers, right?
Because one of the things I noticed during this debate is that Donald Trump speaks the way one of us would write a high school essay that we were bullshitting our way through, right? Like if you were doing your best to just fill lines, if you had like a 10-page essay and you had to fill it up, and he speaks the way you would write in this situation, right? Like he just says bullshit that means nothing. Like
Jody,
what is he getting at when he talks about his son being 10 years old and being good with computers?
Prodigy.
What the fuck does that have to do with cybersecurity in our country? What
the work for NASA.
Fuck does that have to do with cyber? Oh, Jesus Christ, this makes me so angry.
Tough on cyber.
Jody, we actually have some breaking news.
Oh, please. Tell me it has something.
Breaking news.
Tell me it has nothing to do with politics. I need something other than this. I'm getting a brain aneurysm just thinking about this.
Now, Jody, I don't know if you remember, I broke the news of Lady Gaga Okay, she's going to be a big part of Super Bowl this year. She's going to do the halftime at the Super Bowl.
Okay, very exciting because she's all right.
She can dance, she can sing, tap
Katy
dance,
Perry, I guess. Same basic neighborhood.
So we also found a nice picture of her butt. Remember that?
How could I forget?
I did some research.
Every now and then, you get like truly surprised by an ass, right? I mean, it doesn't happen very often, but you genuinely and delightfully surprised me with that picture of Lady Gaga's ass. I had no idea that she had that going
Jody,
on.
I actually work hard on this show. You know that. Every single week I bring a lot to the table. And what I found was a better Lady Gaga butt picture. And I just sent it to our thread. A better Lady Gaga picture. I want you to look at it right now. React.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm looking for it.
This is big. It's breaking news.
Ah, Scott, that's
Look
not
who
even.
It is. Everybody.
Who is that?
It's Tom Brady, naked sunbathing.
Oh, God. It's Tom Brady?
Yes. I tricked you, dude.
Why would you. Why? Oh,
Very relaxed.
Jesus Christ.
He was on vacation. I mean, what's his penis size? I can't see it. It must be small.
You can't see his member there, but God,
you were hoping for it, though, right? Anyway,
I was hoping for Lady Gaga's ass.
You weren't hoping for a nude Tom Brady?
All right, so I guess we got to get to our. I think we got to get to our guest, right? We've got Ping from Local 6.
That's right.
Let's go ahead and get him on the line because Mike's texting me. I actually forgot that we were supposed to get to Ping, and then Mike's texting me going, this guy's gonna hang up.
What the hell? About Ping?
What the hell are you guys doing? Hey, Ping from Local 6 Orlando. Welcome to the Jody and Scott Show. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me on. I don't want to correct you on the air, but we're now News 6.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just corrected you on the air.
That's fine. It happens all the time.
Jody, he doesn't know about anything.
Okay.
I rarely get anything right, and I was born in Orlando 30 years ago, and I've watched that station change names 7 times, so it gets hard to keep track.
It's better than ever. They got a bunch of hot chicks on there now, Jody. It's like Fox News, but no political agenda.
I like that. Oh, see, that's what I need. I need hot blonde newscasters with no political agenda. That's what I need.
It is.
Oh,
News 6. God. Now, Ping, the reason we're having you on tonight, you shared a lot of time with old Arnie Palmer. We lost the guy over the weekend.
Big loss.
Legend Arnie, and we wanted to know a good story. We know you interviewed him a few times, and I heard you know the story about the Arnold Palmer drink. Can you tell us how that happened? I know you did ask him this question when you were sitting with him.
Yeah, I ran that last night of the year. The Arnold Palmer drink, the lemonade and the iced tea. It's a pretty good story. I asked him a couple years ago this question, and his answer was that on a hot day in the desert in Palm Springs, I guess he had gone into a restaurant or the club that he was playing golf at, and he wanted some iced tea, but he also wanted something refreshing with the iced tea, so he said, put some lemonade in it. So obviously they did that, and a woman down a couple tables down said to the server, I'll have the Palmer. And so when he heard that, he came up with the name for his drink and eventually called it the Arnold Palmer. So when you think about it, it's just iced tea and lemonade.
Yeah,
and you're able to have Arnold Palmer behind something, and the big of his brand it was. And still is to this day. It's a big deal, so that's how the drink first came about.
But that goes to show you what a giant force this guy was, though, because you can take a drink as basic as like iced tea and lemonade, like a super basic combination, 50-50 mix of these two regular drinks.
I mix Pepsi and milk, but that's just me.
And
right.
What'd you say?
I mix Pepsi and milk. I have a weird combination. That one did
disgusting.
not catch on, though.
No, I heard you.
You really do that?
I do. It's actually not that bad.
Oh, that's gross.
No,
I forget what I was saying. I was going.
No, you were saying how big of a brand that Arnold Palmer is, that he's able to take basically lemonade and iced tea, mix it and put some branding on it and sell it.
It's incredible.
Make a lot of money on it.
And now that's what everyone calls it. All around the world, it's an Arnold Palmer.
But that only works because you're Arnold Palmer. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
No one else could have made that happen. It's really, really incredible.
Right.
Now, Ping, you sat with Arnie a bunch of times. What's your fondest memory of meeting with him? What's your fondest memory of meeting with him?
Oh man, I spent a lot of time. I spent a lot of time with Mr. Palmer, and we built a nice little friendly relationship every time we used to see each other. But my most memorable moment, just a guy that grew up playing golf and getting to meet Mr. Palmer. I went out to Southern California at his home there. He had a home in the desert, and went out there. It was 2011, so it's coming up in 6 years this winter. And went out, did an interview, invited me to play the quick 9 holes with his friend Russ.
Whoa.
And we played a quick 9. I went into his house, hung out with him for a little bit. It was crazy. It was quite an experience. He was always so kind to me. He's kind to everybody, but I would go into the clubhouse here at the Big Hill Club and Lodge, and we would chit chat during tournament week or leading up to the tournament. I used to sit down with him when I did all my interviews with him, or I'd drive around the golf cart, and he would always say, "Hey, Dave." I mean, he was really a great guy. I mean, he's going to be missed. There's a lot of people that he touched.
Is that nice? Yeah,
it is always nice.
He was super nice guy. I mean, just an incredible human being.
All right, well,
Now, let's get to a different topic. God rest Arnie's soul. I will say this, Ping, you were an edgier sportscaster than most. I do notice that you say things that are out there. You get kind of investigative when it comes to sports here in Orlando. Is it true that you were kind of in the middle of the Dwight Stan Van Gundy feud because you leaked
that crap show
that Dwight was trying to get Stan fired? Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, well, that's 100%. I did a story. I can actually remember the day. It was April 3rd, which was a Tuesday night. I reported the story on News 6, went online with it. It kind of went all over the internet on Wednesday. It just kind of sat there and marinated for a full day. And on Thursday, April 5th, the Knicks were in town during the morning shoot-around. That's when the most awkward interview between Stan and Dwight happened. And Dwight was looking for me. Dwight, to this day, blocks me on Twitter. Dwight does not like me.
I miss Stan Van Gundy in Orlando.
He's awesome. Was he cool to work with, too? He's got to be a great guy. I've seen him at Gators eating wings.
Great guy. Stan is a great guy. I mean, I still have a relationship with Stan, so.
Kind of off the subject here, but I think I wanted to say that I thought it was very cool that I think there are very, very few Asian American sportscasters out there today. I think you must be like one of just like one or two. And I just think it's cool that there's some of you guys
Jody,
out there.
I don't think he's Asian American. Where did you read that?
I'm not Asian American. I don't.
He doesn't look Asian at all, Jody.
Oh, well, no, I thought with
You're an idiot.
No, the name Ping was that's an Asian name.
Well, my last name is Pingalore.
Oh, I got
you. Yeah,
Jody, that's not a funny joke. Okay.
And I thought he was.
That was a terrible joke. Wherever you were going, that was a bad joke.
Asian sportscaster. I'm sorry.
If this was the Gong Show, you'd be gonged right out.
Oh, God.
Hey, gong yourself, Jody. Actually, he gongs himself a lot. His wife never has sex with him, so it's very cool.
That's not true.
It is true.
It's not true.
So, Ping, by the way, I love what you do on News 6. I watch it as much as I can. Actually, I YouTubed a bunch of your videos before we had this interview, and you do one of the best jobs. You're the only local Orlando sports guy that actually stands out, if that's a compliment.
Wow, Scott, really kissing.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. It's very kind.
Thank you.
I try to do my best.
True. I can't name one other guy that does sports in Orlando locally. I mean, Jody, can you?
No, I don't really live in Orlando anymore, so I can't.
That's right.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But anyway, Ping, you do a great job. Look forward to seeing you on the news. Your shift is at night. You are on with
I'll be on the night at 11 o'clock.
Ping, thank you
Can't
very
wait
much.
to see it, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, see you guys.
Later.
Thanks.
Man. There he is. It's Ping from Local 6 News.
Okay, you realize when I book these things, they have my contact information.
You really
not yours.
You really love that guy.
No, I didn't love you, dude. Really, you didn't know what his full last name was? Are you fucking kidding me?
Why would I
That's
know?
That's embarrassing.
Why would I know what his full last name?
This is, dude. I have to live in the city.
To save you. Scott was trying to save you because you completely insulted that guy.
I really honestly thought, dude, he was I thought that's what I thought his gimmick was that he was like an Asian sportscaster because his last name was
his name was Ping.
Dude,
If you actually ever watched him on the air.
God, I am such an ass.
Dude, I'm going to get in trouble for this. You know, I work for a media company here in town. I work for iHeartMedia.
YouTube is a big asshole. I am sitting here looking at this YouTube page I played that Trump cyber clip from a minute ago, and it's recommending me
I get in trouble.
It's recommending me my baldness video by Casey Neistat. Like, how does YouTube know that I'm balding? How does it have any idea?
Because you are, and you Google balding. You probably Google balding porn. Bald men banging hot girls because you want to know what it's like.
I don't.
Actually, your wife's way too hot for you. We know that. But we're talking about.
That is true.
You constantly talk about being bald. Don't tell me you haven't Googled Propecia.
I haven't. Scott, I haven't made any effort whatsoever to try to stop the balding, slow it down, reverse it, whatever. I figure nature's going to take
rub it down.
You ever watch? By the way, do you ever watch any of these Casey Neistat videos? You ever gotten into the Casey Neistat thing?
He's a huge YouTube guy, Jody. I know that our friend Hummel really horny about this guy, Casey.
Yeah, our buddy Hummel, he was like insistent that I check this out because I really had never, I didn't really, like the face was kind of familiar, but I had never really watched any of his stuff, and I kind of got sucked into it the other day. I ended up watching like 5 or 6 Casey Neistat videos, and like I sort of get it now.
Yeah, you have a lot of time.
I don't know.
Now, Jody, let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move on from that. Give me my sexual music. Do you have my sting?
Why don't you want to talk about Casey Neistat for the next little while?
I don't really want to talk about him. Is he balding too? What's the deal?
I think he might be. I mean, it does. There's a video here that says my baldness. I need to watch it. Hold on, let me click this to save it to watch later.
A lady burned her house down recently because she was trying to get all sexual with candles, and she was about to get laid. She set up this whole thing for her husband. Her husband ended up being a little bit late, and she burned her entire house down.
Oh, that's
over in Kentucky.
That's too bad.
Now, Jody, I want to know your sexual setup. Say,
isn't
Dylan, your son's.
Isn't that the plot of the music video for that country
Stained?
guy? No, the
Aaron Lewis.
The country guy.
I think that happens in that one too.
The country guy that like
standing outside the fire.
The country guy that was the judge of the music singing show. You know what I'm talking about? The
country judge of the music. Keith Urban?
No.
Henry Connick Jr.
No, the country guy.
Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton. Thank you, Mike.
Why are you watching House Burned Down Blake Shelton?
Blake Shelton has a music video where he's like trying to like be all like romantic, and he sets up the candles in the bathroom, and then the house burns down while he's waiting for his wife to come home.
Now, Jody, give me your setup of a sexual night. Dylan's at the grandparents' house. You have the whole house to yourself. Do you light a couple candles, maybe some incense? Do you get a rose petals and drop them on the bed? Give me your romantic growl.
Why would I? Okay. All right. So first, what I do, I go in the I go into the closet, put on my nice pair of cargo shorts. All right.
I thought you put on like a scream mask.
No. Just I put on some nice cargos.
Yeah, this sounds really hot.
Pair of socks, no shirt. Come on out to the bedroom. That's when my wife knows that I'm ready.
It's like a Cinemax movie.
That's when my wife knows that I'm ready to go. All right, and that's when she'll just sort of kind of sigh and seem sort of disappointed. And then I get into bed. You
got 2 kids out of that.
And then I get into bed, and I'll like sort of like.
Do you ever slip the cargos off?
I'll like awkwardly kind of kiss her on like her forehead and her neck, and then she kind of.
I'm getting worked up.
And then she'll sort of like like shiver, like I can't really tell if she's disgusted or like
asleep
or turned on. And then and then
eating during this at all.
And then I'm usually able to like have a little sex for like 15 or 20 seconds in there, and then
stick it in,
and then go to bed. It's hot. It's we have a very healthy sex life. We're both very happy with it.
Yeah, you should do a celebrity porn. Well, it wouldn't be a celebrity porn. Just sad. Let me get my cargos off. Oh, look what I found in my cargo shorts, a condom. I told you they were handy. Now, Jody, this list came out today. It's the 5 catchiest, most annoying songs of all time. Are you ready for this list?
Do we have clips of these songs or anything?
No, you know the songs because they're the catchiest, most annoying songs of all time. So I'll just run through it real quick, and then I have a big reveal at the end.
Okay.
Now, 5, the Macarena. You know, you go to a wedding, grandma gets up, has a heart attack, drops dead from doing it. What a song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 4, Blue by Eiffel 6. You remember that? I am blue.
I'm blue. I haven't heard that song. I haven't heard that song since I was a kid, and it's instantly there. You'll never forget it in your entire life.
And of course, number 3, the Final Countdown. I remember counting down the days about the lifeguard at Wet n Wild. 18 years old. That was number 3. Number 2, Friday by Rebecca Black. Have you heard that? It's Friday.
That's not actually number 2, is it?
Number 2.
I just saw that she has a new song. She just came out with a new song.
I'm going to tell you something about her in a second. But number 1, Jody, Carly Rae Jepsen. Do me a favor after this show, will you? Call me maybe?
Oh, that song sucks.
But, big news for Rebecca Black. I booked her for next Tuesday. So we're going to have Rebecca Black. Dude, I swear to God, I'll show you the email. I wanted to surprise you on the show.
Mike's right. He just texted me. He's like, this sucks without the clips. And I was thinking the same thing. I was like, if you had just told me that this was going to happen, I could have found clips. We could have played the songs.
That was more fun.
And instead of trying to sing them ourselves.
Visualizing your sex. It's hard to do.
Scott's jumping around on topics. How many Red Bulls did you have?
That's what I'm wondering. He's very all over the place. After the pumpkin spice
GNC, I got that.
Pumpkin spice that you were all over last week.
They're predicting the top Halloween costumes now, Jody. Did you hear about that?
Now that's what we're on to?
Are we going to keep talking about the most annoying songs? I think I was done with that. We did the 5.
Another Red Bull.
I was thinking about maybe even like pulling up this Carly Rae Jepsen song, so we could
I
hear
can just
it.
sing it. I do the wishing well. Don't tell me you'll never tell. Tell me.
Is this it? No, this is Carly Rae Jepsen. Kiss. That's the wrong one. Well, here we go. This is Call.
Never heard of that.
This is Call Me Maybe. I don't even know. How can this be the number 1 most annoying song though? I don't understand.
It's big. It's the most catchy but annoying. It's a double entendre.
So wait. So they're saying that this Carly Rae Jepsen song is the most catchy song, more catchy than everything you just listed there, just a second ago. Where did
You're telling me you don't like to snap your fingers and sing along?
Did you make this list up? Did you make this up? Be honest. Did you make this up?
No, actually, I was excited when I saw it because we're having Rebecca Black, the
just
Friday girl, live on this show.
That's right. Rebecca Black would not be on this, and Rebecca Black would not be on this list. So there, that's okay. You
How's
clearly
Tom
made
Brady
it up.
look naked?
Okay, now we can move on. Now that I know your list is fake.
Halloween is a month away. They're already predicting the biggest costumes. Can you guess what they are, Jody?
Are they Star Wars related? I don't know.
That's all your kid cares about is Star Wars. No, Pokemon characters.
Really?
That's right.
So even though the Pokemon game has sort of fallen by the wayside, it's still reignited.
Still got the nerds,
a passion for Pokemon in general.
How do you feel about a Donald Trump costume, naked? Paint yourself orange and put on a cotton candy head.
Ugh. There's going to be a lot of Donald Trumps out there on Halloween, aren't there? Like there really are. There's going to be a shitload of Donald Trumps running around.
And then, of course, every single slutty girl in the United States will be dressing up as Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. Every single girl is going to be doing the face paint, the butt shorts.
You think so?
Look at all. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I'm going to be hosting an event live here on Church Street. $3,000 in cash for the best prize, by the way. And I tell you, half the girls are going to be Harley Quinn.
I don't think so. Really? Because do they really want to paint up their faces and stuff? Don't they want to look hot without clown makeup? Essentially,
no, because a lot of these girls are ugly but have good bodies. You see what I'm saying here? So they cover up the face with the makeup, and they still got the body. So for one night, they're covering up that hideous face and just showing off the butt.
Before we get to Doc Ice, I think we got to get to this bath salter of the week thing. I'm very excited about this because I think
Jody, this is a new thing.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one, I think.
It's a segment I came up with because I'm excited about these bath salts.
After you got all messed up on the pumpkin spice.
I ended up in Tampa on the beach in Clearwater.
That's what happens.
No, the bath salt thing. I think I'm reading the stories all the time. People completely lose their shit.
They really
apparently.
do.
Jody. It's like it's a way to do drugs when you have no money and no drug dealer connections, right? Is that what's going on with this? Will you explain to people what it is?
All right. So essentially, what's going on is that Chinese chemists have figured out a way to get around U.S. drug laws.
These Chinese, they always figure it out.
The China people.
Chinese.
So what they've done is they've figured out they can create all of these various substances that are not yet illegal in the United States, and they can import them cheap, and they can import tons of it, and they can sell it in bodegas and in
Amazon
gas stations and on Amazon. And what they do is once if it gets made illegal, they just change the formula, resell it, and it's just nasty shit. It's drugs that you would never take if like weed or acid or whatever.
Or you
if
had
other
a decent
were
drug
legal.
dealer like you, Jody.
Exactly. If you have a decent drug dealer, you would never touch any of this.
Where do you meet him, by the way? Like a 7-Eleven by the dumpster?
I'll talk to you about that later. So
Very good.
So anyway, so now people freaking out about this all over the place. Scott had a great idea, and that is highlight the best spice freak out every single week.
And there's a lot of them out there to choose from, Jody.
So bath salter of the week here. Let's go ahead and cue up this one. We
should try that live on the air one night.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We should do that.
Why not? Let's live a little.
Trump? I see clowns.
It's a black lady in a trunk wrapped in string.
Clowns. I see clowns.
I'm really upset.
They got me. The clown got me. The clown got me.
Jamie sounds like when you roll into bed with the cargo shorts.
It's pretty close. It's not that far off. What's she doing?
I'm dead.
By the way, speaking of clowns, Scott, did you know that this is a real creepy clown sightings, Scott, are spreading across the United States.
This is big.
This is really happening. This is from Telegraph.
Just
Just
people
last
need to
week.
get jobs.
Worrying reports of creepy clowns scaring members of the public have spread across the United States after a new alleged sighting in South Carolina. Creepy clowns trying to lure children into the woods were the first sightings, of course. And now I think it looks like young people across the country are taking up the mantle and dressing like creepy clowns and just hanging out in random
Well, yeah,
locations.
you figure when you completely run out of shit to do, you've done all the bath salt drugs.
Right, once you've done all the bath salts,
you've
what do
sickened
you
your
do?
wife with horrible sex. It's time to dress up like a clown and scare kids in the middle of the night for no reason.
It's too
This
funny,
is kind of
man.
the bottom,
Like,
bottom of the barrel stuff.
Yeah, but like this never could have happened. Like when we were young, it never could have happened. You never could have had like a nationwide outbreak of kids dressing as clowns and freaking people out because we wouldn't have been able to share it on Instagram or whatever. And it's only now that this can happen, that kids across the country can coordinate this shit. And it's hilarious.
I do know this. I grew up in Deltona, Florida, Jody. I saw a lot of weird shit roaming the streets over there. It's a real mess. By the way, you were close to Deltona too, growing up, right?
Yeah, but not too far. I mean, I grew up in Oviedo, so not,
When you were growing up, what was your move when you were like 16 years old? Did you ever do the thing where you asked the creepy looking guy at the gas station to buy a beer?
Oh God, we tried. We had so many various failures trying to purchase beer and wine at.
It's not easy out there, man.
Like it was probably like 1 out of every 15 tries.
You'd have to ask a lot of
somebody would
people.
say, okay,
But have you ever been the creepy guy that buys the beer for the kids?
Never.
Because that's a sad moment.
No, I'm not going to be that guy.
It happened to me the other day.
Not cool. If somebody asked you, oh, did you?
It was a low point, And I kind of look like a cool cat walking down the street.
That means you look like a guy that might actually do it. If they ask
Have
you, that
no
means
morals,
yeah,
right.
that means you look like.
I felt dirty.
Did you
I had
do
to
it?
go home and,
Did you
and
buy them
bathe
the-
in salt.
Did you buy them the beer? Did you buy them the beer?
Drum roll?
I don't have.
We got a drum roll. Did I
no.
buy kids beer? This is big. I am a uncle. I am a creepy uncle now, I guess.
That's still, not a,
Jody!
that's still not a drum roll. We should probably replace that.
What
with
is that?
a drum roll. I don't know.
It's a fast food wheel. Jody, I did not buy the kids beer. First of all, I was kind of insulted. They would ask me, a cool cat like me, walking down the street. You'd think I was about, close to 21.
Hey, our guest
didn't
is
even
on.
know how old I was,
Our guest is on the phone, Scott. Should we speak to?
Who do we got, Jody?
Man, look, this guy.
This is big. I've been excited to talk to this guy for a week now.
This guy, everybody knows who this guy is, even though you might not know who this guy is. Doc Ice, of course, part of one of the greatest performances to ever happen on the Today Show ever, and he's right here with us. Doc Ice, welcome to the Jody and Scott Show. What's happening, man?
What's up, my brother? Thank you. You guys are incredible, and you got me over here in stitches. What's up, Jody? What's up, Scott?
Man, I am excited to talk to you tonight, Doc Ice. First of all, did you hear Ice endorsed Donald Trump? So that was big. I was thinking of you when they said that.
Could we?
How you feeling? I don't, maybe you don't want to get into politics because that's not your thing. Yeah. Music is your thing. But how are you feeling last night? Did Donald Trump get you on board during that performance last night?
Well, like for me, I'm neutral. I stay dead center. I'm like a political atheist.
I feel you. Perfect response.
Hallelujah.
Perfect response.
Religion back into it. Doc Ice, you were on the big 10 million views on YouTube. This performance.
Oh man!
How did it start? I know you and Corey are pretty tight. Did he call? Was it kind of a last minute when he called you, or did you know about it for a couple of weeks? You were going on this thing.
It was totally last minute, and even up to the minute of us getting ready to perform. We never rehearsed. It was just something that he asked me to do. Just fill us in and see if you could do this part. I'm like, all right, let me try to figure it out. So right before we went on, I'm just trying to formulate something to blend into that piece on the end. So I worked with it. I put it in my head, and I said, however it come out, I'm just gonna put my best foot forward, and that's exactly what I did.
Well, it turned out absolutely great, and we as soon as we watched it, we were like, look, this is the greatest thing to ever happen to the Today Show, and this is going to absolutely blow up. Now, I just did a little calculation, right? 10 million views. So 10 million views works out to about $180,000 in YouTube revenue if you were to be a YouTuber. So you must be really excited to have all that money from that YouTube performance, huh?
I'm so excited. I'm rolling in the dough.
Talk to Corey about that.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation for sure because that right there is amazing.
Look, I think what you guys need to do is talk. You guys need to talk to the Today Show people because you just brought them more revenue than they've ever had in their entire existence from viral videos. So you guys got to talk. Oh, speaking of
Duncan Sheik,
by the way, Doc Ice. Okay, so on the studio cut of the song, it's Snoop Dogg doing his thing. And on the live cut that everyone's heard,
way more has seen the live cut.
Right, exactly. It's you. So you're really the one that's associated with this. Now, from what we understand, Corey might be going back on the Today Show. We don't know if he's going to be doing the same song. We don't know what the plan is.
Yeah, but another song.
But what I want to know, I want to be sure that something that Snoop's not going to see this and be like, look, now it's my time to jump in this because it's a huge thing. Everyone's going to be paying attention. Yeah. I want you. I want Doc Ice to remain a part of this.
Thank you, big brother.
So
and that means the world to me because and that means the world to me because I look at it like this. If you believe in somebody and you support them before the rest of the world runs to their side. It's like being in court and you know that somebody is not guilty and you stand down there with them until the end, and when finally the verdict is read and they say, not guilty, you feel proud. And I want him to know I stood by his side when nobody did, whoever it was. I stood by his side through thick and through thin. So if he sees that and if he's loyal, then he's gonna say, Doc Ice, let's rock again. Yeah. And when I come back again, I promise y'all, I'm gonna give y'all something like this. Can I spit something for you real quick?
Please.
Okay, if I get back up on there, we're going to hear something like this here. Back when I told you bite it, by the force of my God, I was guided. Put my hand to the pen, to the paper, to the beat, then Doc Ice ignited. We dropped them plenty jewels and left them many tools. Y'all sisters stuck on them corners, smoking and burning cool. We live to love this. You love to live this. And if you've ever seen Hollow World before, y'all knew the business. Now plenty bits and pieces. Took it from out my thesis. Word to my nephews and nieces. Gonna be some pay increases. We about these papers now. Put a bite down on my lip. Don't call me unless you got that dough, cause I don't wanna hear spit.
Oh, Doc Ice of Whodini and now of Corey Feldman's project.
You better be on the Today Show with Corey.
Doc, you are the man. You are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Doc, before we let you go, though, Jody, Doc, really quickly, our friend who's a pretty good rapper was actually scared to come on and battle you tonight. I can see why now. Holy crap, that was good. Doc, he knows about you.
Doc, this guy is a giant white redhead. Okay, he would walk into rap battles of nothing but brothers and walk out of there
on steroids.
And walk out of there with the respect of every single one of them. And he was terrified to do this with you. That was amazing. Doc Ice, we got to have you back on another time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I love you, Jody and Scott. I appreciate you guys. Let's continue to do good things so that this nation can see we are not afraid to take chances and put ourselves on Front Street for the world to see that the reason why we are good entertainers is because we're not afraid to try anything. So again, thank you guys. Keep up the good work, and whenever you want, I'm ready to get back on the show.
Doc Ice, thank you very much. There he is.
Wow,
Doc Ice,
dude, that was great.
God, he is the man, Scott.
He's like a motivational speaker, dude. I feel re-energized.
I was
right
up out of my
GNC powder.
I was up out of my seat, jumping around in my office, and now I'm like fired up. I love Doc Ice.
He better be on that next appearance with Corey Feldman. I will lose my shit, Jody. I swear to God.
Oh, no. Doc Ice needs to be a part of Corey Feldman's project forever. Like, they should be...
He had a little bit more...
these two should be...
He had a little bit more energy than Ping.
Oh, man, he did have a little more... I got to tell you,
Just a little bit.
I still like Ping, but... I still like Ping, but that was that was good.
I'm going to get an angry email from Ping because you called him Asian American. But really quickly, Jody, this is a near and dear story to your heart.
Why would you call yourself Ping if you're not?
He really hated that joke, Jody. You could hear it in his voice.
He really.
It was,
but I mean,
he sounded like he was going to kill somebody.
Is no one else with me? No one else thought that he was. I'm the only one,
dude. You get to be all nice and tucked in today in South Florida. I got to live in the same freaking city as this guy. Okay?
So in my head, I was so sure that he was Asian.
I hate you, dude. You're so attached from what is it? The word disattached.
Detached.
What's the word for being detached? Yeah, disattached. That's a word I just started. It's a good word. Okay. Now, Jody, quickly, we got a couple more minutes.
Okay.
Reattached is what we're gonna do right now.
Okay.
Now, Jody, you love cereal. You sit around in your boxers all day and you eat a bunch of cereal. I know you did that because I live with you.
I love
top three real quick of all time. We're not going to do all 10.
All right, so it's got to be
number 3, a Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, that's my number 1. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I could eat that shit
number
all day.
3. Number 2, Frosted Flakes. It's a classic.
Yeah, it's boring. So boring.
And number 1, you might not know. This is kind of shocking for me. A Quisp. It was big back in the 70s. Quisp.
How was that?
Brought it back in 2012. Didn't last.
If it was a big, I don't. Hold on. I don't understand. If it was like
for poor people. No flavor to it. Quisp.
All right. You just make things up, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know whether to just go.
Other ones on the list.
Call you out
Captain
for
Crunch. Wheaties. Rice Crinkles. You ever try those? They're real nasty.
You got them
at Costco.
You got a reveal?
I do.
You go home? I'd like to go home.
I did want to celebrate something real quick. Jody, this was big news.
You're almost as prepared as Donald Trump.
I'm in a different location. Okay? Usually there was a disease that was cured, all right?
There
was a disease cured. This is very exciting, Jody. Let me tell you. Oh, Crohn's disease cured. Let's celebrate.
That's their twisted reveal?
Oh, no, that was a celebration. It was cured. Crohn's. Okay. What is that anyway?
It's a terrible disease. Like the people that have Crohn's disease, it sucks.
They probably hate it. They probably got
it is a miserable chronic condition that makes eating and digesting and all that stuff a nightmare.
I see the picture. There's like a knot in your stomach or something.
Yeah, it's nasty stuff. So if they have actually figured out a cure for Crohn's disease, are you making this up?
Actually, no. I read it's going to be about 2 years off. So I want to get these Crohn's people all horny.
That's true.
You know
if that's true, that's great. Like that's actually a really good thing. So anyway.
So we get the twisted. By the way, Doc Ice, thank you. That was amazing. I feel so great after that.
Fired up after Doc Ice. He was awesome.
Jody, I always thought you were going to be a cat guy. When I first met you, you look like a cat. You kind of look like a cat, actually.
How do I? Okay.
An unbathed cat. Well, cats don't bathe. They bathe themselves. You look like you bathe yourself.
Yes.
But no, you're kind of a dog guy, and that's good because apparently cuddling with cats can kill you.
True. I know about this.
Now, see? Now this twisted's real.
Yeah, this
life
real.
is sick.
Maybe. I don't know where you're going with it.
It's back, Jody. We got rid of Crohn's disease, and we got another shitty disease back. Cat scratch fever is back. And if you cuddle with your cat too much, you are at risk
the Ted Nugent
for cat scratch fever. So all you cat ladies out there, you desperate old broads that can't get laid or find anybody to have a conversation with outside of your home, not only are you pathetic, you might die now. Okay? Have a great night.
That was a terrible twisted reveal.
That was actually pretty good. It's one of my favorites.
Thank you.
That was one of your favorites? I thought.
Yeah, I like it. I like how he just told off all the cat ladies.
Yeah, they're sick.
That's kind of a low-hanging fruit, though, isn't it? To tell off the cat ladies.
Mike's getting like girls get fake boobs. Mike's getting fake balls. Is that true?
I'm excited that we just had.
It's a different story.
Yeah, we got to talk about. If we're going to talk about Mike's balls, we can't cram it into 15
Let's
seconds.
make sure they're healthy first.
On the way. Yeah, we can't cram the entire Mike's balls story into this like last few moments. Like we can dedicate an hour long.
Let's make sure there's no cancer in them first.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Long form show about Mike's balls.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna do an hour and a half with Doc Ice.
He's like a legend, right? Like he's in.
Dude, he was spitting fire.
No, that was legitimate. That was not bullshit. That guy absolutely set things on fuego here. I really enjoyed it.
Jody, we'll be back again Tuesday, 8:30 with Rebecca Black of the Friday song.
Is she really coming on? Is that really happening? Like, really?
She's also gotten really hot since the song. Dude, I swear to God, in a holy bubble.
Wow. It's kind of cool.
Holy bubble.
All right. Jody and Scott Show. JodyandScottShow.com. Twitter, Jody and Scott is where you're going to find us. And anything else? Like, what?
I just got a promotion, by the way. Tomorrow, the all-new Dollar Drink Night happening downtown right here on Church Street at Chillers. This is exciting, Jody.
I'm
broadcasting live from there right now.
We're going to be hearing a lot about what's going on down there at Church Street.
You are?
Yeah, I feel like we are. All right. Hey, see everybody next week. Have a good one. Feel a little better now. I feel like I shook some of the, that debate hangover off. Like listening to Doc Ice was like a cool shower that took the grime of that debate off me. I feel like I've been reborn. Much better.
You're gonna slip into a nice pair of cargos and turn your woman on.
Seduce my wife.
That's like your form of lingerie.
Lucky woman. All right, see everybody next week.
Oh, come here. Let me kick your forehead. Let me kick your forehead. Oh, you little angel.